Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another ES live trading live stream. My name is Connor Slayton from Features Analytica, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my go-to for trading the market open. So first of all, we are going to be marking out this support line right here because we had an imbalance zone there, as well as POC zones indicating that we would form a range around these levels. We're going to be starting it out in regression mode today. So it's going to be, I think, 13 seconds till the market opens. Awesome. Let's see if we can get an early fill here. I think today is a pretty obvious regression mode opening. You can see that this is not exactly a breakout formation. We're testing around pretty much the same areas we were yesterday, if I'm correct.
Order filled.
All right, so we got our first fill here. It's going to be a long entry. Of course, our stop loss is below this mark zone. So if it hits our stop loss, we're going to switch it into trend mode. Very clear and easy decision process there. And of course, if it hits our take profit here, there is not any reason to, hit our take profit, we're going to leave it in regression mode.
Order filled.
All right, there is our second fill there. So this time it's actually a long trade. Once again, our stop loss is below this market resistance point, as long as Delta gives us that secondary confirmation. Because the market's moving faster than yesterday, I think we'll get a pretty good idea of what entropy is doing, at least since market open, comparatively, because market moving so slow yesterday, it took around 5 minutes for us to get even a picture at all of what entropy is doing. We've been having some pretty easy regression mode openings here. I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like just arming regression at open has been the move. So
target filled.
That's nice for us. Very simple to not only explain, but also to trade. We're going to be highlighting or looking at the lower band of this zone here. You can see that POC is forming closer to this level than it is to the upper area. So we may see price start to consolidate down here and at least break through, if not momentarily break through. But we'll need more information. But at the time being, it is very unlikely that we will get a push through to this side, just because of how much pressure there is to move price downward. You can also see here that we had negative 707 delta there, and we have negative 178 delta here. So that is a pretty stark indication that we're not going to be getting a long breakout anytime soon. It's definitely possible. Spoke too soon because we did get the formation of these two at this point, but delta is still starkly negative. See, price is probably going to bounce off here, at least for now. We also have this blue reverse strength stone giving us some support as well. Also, guys, I will also be live streaming tomorrow. So that's going to be 3 days in a row for me. Make sure you guys tune in if interested. We do have an email list to let you guys know beforehand when I am live streaming. But best way to find out is, of course, to watch the live streams themselves. I am going to be out of town from actually tomorrow night all the way to Tuesday night, so you won't get any live streams from then till then. And then after that, I think I will try my best to live stream Wednesday morning, but I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling. Long travel days are somewhat difficult to wake up for in the morning. So at the latest, it'll be a Thursday morning, Friday morning type deal with live streams for next week. I know, guys, I travel a lot, but that's just how it is. We actually have not been getting sticky zones recently, so that's kind of interesting. Almost, we didn't have any zones yesterday or today. I can't recall if we really had that many back in. It would be pretty funny if we had kind of the same style of days we did yesterday, where it was just this really slow, monotonous trading day. I mean, this one looks a little bit more exciting. We're actually getting a lot more price movement, even if it's inside of a choppy zone. It's actually moving this time, so that's nice.
Order filled.
All right, so for this trade, of course, we're going to be ramming again. If we get a take profit, we're going to leave it in regression, and obviously because the stop loss is below our support level there, we're going to be switching it into trend mode. It's going to be a little more tight because it's so close there. So we're really relying on this support level here. I'm gonna leave. I gotta be quick here. I don't know. Maybe, I think it might fail froze. It might make its way back up. It's such a tight margin here. I have to be quick because if it breaks out here, like I said earlier, these POC zones really did indicate kind of a strong consolidation area around here. And then if it pulls through, it won't be good, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen on this bar. At least not for a while. I'm going to preemptively switch, and if it makes its way back up here, we're going to switch it back into regression mode, of course. But
Order filled.
okay, that was quick. All right, so we actually got filled here. I'm sorry, hit our stop loss. We almost immediately got put into a short trade. So this time, in case we get stopped out, which would not be ideal, we would be probably switching back into regression mode. Which doesn't look like it's happening. We might actually get a full-blown breakthrough here. It's important to watch this 4150 level. This is a big mental level here. There are probably a lot of bids at this area. But you need a lot of selling pressure to get through here. So exactly, we now have this area below and above. So somewhat difficult to get a read on. It's a big yikes. I think that's probably gonna. Oof. See, we can't make this decision based here because it's not inside of a range yet. So if our stop loss was inside of this area here, we would switch it into regression mode at that point. But that's unfortunate. You know, I'm not going to say I'm trading it poorly today. I think that I can't make any comments here on my trading skills. We'll see. That's a really unfortunate stop right here. It's difficult to deal with mentally because it's just it just reached that area. Yeah, I think that would have filled there if we hadn't gotten stopped out. That's always frustrating to deal with. I mean, I think that's bad luck. I don't think we read that wrong. That's just gonna happen from time to time. We're gonna lose sometimes, right? We are seeing consistently negative delta at this point, which is confirming our regression mode selection, or I'm sorry, trend mode selection. I need to make this font size bigger. It's probably pretty hard for you guys to see, but there's delta on top of the bars as well. See this 4150 level here? We had a lot of seller pressure, but we weren't able to break through it. So it's good to watch delta, because if it bounces off of this, we're going to see it move back upward, and likely back into this range.
Order filled.
Okay, so short fill here. We can't make any decisions based off of our stop loss and our take profit because they're not within zones of interest. But we're just going to keep watching delta at this point.
Order filled.
Okay, we got filled, and then we got filled directly into another trade there. So, wow, it really just shot downward the second it pushed through this 4150 level. You can see here there's a very large sell side imbalance. Look at that, negative 4,370 delta. It's because there were so many buyers that were sitting at this level, and they were just holding it, and now they just don't have any power to hold that level anymore.
Target filled.
And look at that, second fill. Or what was that, third fill consecutively? I don't even know anymore. So that puts us at 2,500 for the day. We're just going to be watching delta here. Hopefully we get a pretty long continuation of a downtrend, and we can take advantage of that pretty long using trend. Also, these are just zones that are marked a very long time ago. If I save a workspace and I haven't cleared my my zones, then that's what happens. They just get stuck here. I think that's what happened with this zone. I'm not totally sure where this one came from. Obviously, it wasn't of any relevance though, so. Okay, so we actually switched to a positive delta right here. All the way down from negative 4,000, negative 1,000, and we had all this negative delta which when we got moved down. So it's good to watch here, see if there is a potential pullback. We might see the formation of a new chop zone. Yeah, look at that. So positive delta, and now we might actually get some positive movement. That's pretty interesting. I think that we might have to make we'll see here. Yeah, especially. I think this is a very confirmed level. I don't think that we're going to get this continuation of this movement from that level. We're going to do a regression mode switch because of this flip of delta. We had this divergence here. And of course, after this huge long downtrend, after it broke through the 4150 area right here, we got that very short-term price movement downward. And that was the momentum that got us in that very short price spike. That was very high volatility. That was a very fast move. But now that's been corrected. Buyers have found strength again at this level. So we're actually pretty likely going to get at least some consolidation below this area, the 4150 level. But if we even see a return to that, that could be pretty interesting. It's kind of a more technical day to trade. There's a lot going on. Stark contrast to yesterday, but I think we're doing pretty well. Just realized my mic was muted. So looks like we got filled there. I want you guys to take a look at the delta here. We're not going to be switching out of regression mode even if we get filled or stopped on this level, especially just because of delta being very, very choppy at this point. We're seeing a very low correlation between delta and price. Delta did tell us that we were going to get a pullback at this point here. You saw that 177 even though it was moving downwards, and then we saw that area form. But it can also tell us that we need to be in regression mode just because of the high entropy. This is not correlated. This is correlated. This is not correlated. This is not correlated. So it's pretty obvious to us that this is going to be a new chop zone. We're not going to see just a U-shaped recovery or a V-shaped recovery. That doesn't exactly happen on these time frames especially. You miss a lot of noise and useful data when you trade on a higher time frame. That'd be funny. That'd be funny if this actually had some kind of relevance. No, it doesn't look like it. It's so old. I don't even remember what this is from. Same with this one down here. I'm leaving it because I'm just as curious as you guys. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna get these out of here. So this is actually more of a relevant level at these 0 marks because of that absorption there, and we have this POC. So we're going to draw a thicker line to both highlight this POC zone here and these zeros that indicate absorption at those levels. Every day, day trading just feels like just a hill climb. Like it's always an uphill battle, but it's nice to have an advantage, but still, it's just. I understand why people use higher than 1-to-1 risk reward ratios. It makes it, even though it might not necessarily help in the long run, it's going to make it mentally easier to trade. I just started listening to music while I'm trading, and it's actually been kind of nice. Definitely helps calm the nerves. We've actually made our way all the way up above this 4150 level here. So it looks like in the long term, buyers are going to win out, or at least midterm for everyone else, but long term for me. We're also seeing a slight skew on the bullish area. You can see that even the price area, the point of contention is right at that zone. It's pretty neat. All right, looks like we got filled here. This point, these are placed in very strange areas, so it'd be nice to get a bounce off here so we can get a fill.
Target failed. Order failed.
Oof. I think we're going to need to make a trend mode switch here if we get stopped out. Look at Delta over here. We're seeing Delta now regain correlation, especially on this bar and this bar and this bar. I really don't want to be in trend mode here. It would have been so nice if we got another zone. That's really demoralizing. But
Stop failed. Order failed.
okay, so now we're in trend mode, so that's awesome. And now it's above this zone, so pretty much forced into that position. It's frustrating to say the least, but we have so much, obviously, market activity that hard day, definitely a hard day. Hopefully tomorrow's a bit better, but you know, gotta stay focused to where you're at. Of course, we're stuck in trend mode up here, so fortunately Delta it's looking good for trend mode, but maybe we should have been paying more attention. I think I totally lapsed out and I wasn't even observing these, but it could just be retrospect speaking to me. See, like that, we had such close to zero delta, even though price moves moving down. And we had high correlation there, but It would have been really annoying if we got stopped out, because that would force us into a regression mode position even though delta would be off. I think that the best move if that happened would have been to just disarm and wait for more information, especially because of how delta would be disagreeing with every decision we'd be making. So I think some of you guys have asked, why do you even trade the market open? It's sometimes so that I don't have to look at delta. And it's technically more simple. Like it really is a lot more simple to trade just the market open. Just get 2 or 3 trades and then call it done. But I'm able to do this. So fortunately, we did get filled on that one.
Order filled.
Okay, so if we win this one, that puts us at our profit target for the day. So we would just call it after that. But we'll have to rearm if it hits our stop loss here. So I'm just going to leave it armed both just because of how things have been working for us. But if it hits our take profit or goes close to it, I will disarm. This does put us closer to this range. However, delta is disagreeing with a regression mode position, and this range was very old. So we'll definitely have to see. However, I would not doubt if it went into a choppy area by doing that. Sorry guys, just realized I was not speaking on stream. So I was just saying how this does not act as a resistance point. I got through that pretty easily because of course it was bullish before. But you can see here that we are one tick away from getting filled, and that's actually one tick away from hitting our profit target on the day, which makes this really frustrating if it doesn't work out. But I guess trading is a game of patience, so. Dude, are you serious? Wow, that's just so painful.
Target filled.
All right, there we go. Okay, so that puts us right above our $5,000 daily profit target. I didn't even do that bad today. I never even had a drawdown below my daily starting point, so I should be happy about that. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys always. Thanks for all the support. I am also going to be live streaming tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune into that. An email will go out with a link so you guys can wait so you don't miss out on anything in the beginning. But yeah, thank you guys so much. See you soon.